Hello, hello, everyone. What is up? Thank you all for being here. Zombo, Hater Shack, Gabe, Ravrunner, Tracy, Pancreas, Casey Spoon, Milestar, Frogberg, Thrill Hammer, Billy Lee, Mood Eye, Clover Shroom, Black Atlas, Kenny, Joe P. Real, Big Bang. What is up, man? Joseph Roth, happy Labor Day to you. Chin and Jimbo Slice. It's going to visit busy here. Plenty of room in a block-long arcade. A-Train. Lord BBH. What is up, man? Bullmaster. Voss, cheers to you. King. He's right there. He's ready. He can't wait to play something new. James and Chad. Jumping General. What is up? One-Eyed Willie. Ex Mortis. Thank you for being here. Galloping Mom's in the stream chat. That's my mom, everybody. Say hello. Hello, Mother. Thank you for being here. Kenny. Shout out to Dan Agavelli. He's one of our lifetime members. Saturday morning fan. It is Monday again. Without fail. Going on 10 years. A Monday mystery game gets unveiled every single Monday. Roger and the one and only Fat Chris. What is up, man? Amiga. Elwood Blues, what is up? You know, it's weird. It's Labor Day. Fat Chris is giving a shout out to everybody who's working on Labor Day. I had my first short day consisting of about 1 hour on Saturday for the first time in about 2 years. 7 days a week in and out. Went out to Wisconsin. We'll get to what we're doing out there in a bit. But it was cool because we went to this little restaurant. Somebody comes over to the table and is like, "You're the Galloping Ghost guy, right?" It's like, yeah. Which is pretty awesome. We got back into town, and then the next day, worked. And then we went out to Lou's, and I'm walking in, and as we're walking in, this woman is like, "Oh, and they have pinball too." And I stop and I look at her, and she's like, "Oh, we're all right." I'm like, "Did you just mention pinball?" And the dude that she was with was like, "It's that guy from Galloping Ghost." Pretty cool. They were in from Florida. Getting some pizza out here and coming to play some games. What are the chances? The Dubs Club, what is up? Bad news to Cruz in the stream chat. Todd, hello, hello. Zim and Dr. Green Thumb. Zeph, hello, hello. Stupendous man. He's right over there. Oh, it Blues. I will check that out. Disco, what is up? Darth, what is up with you? The Trek reviewer, Zelda, Brucina, and Paul's mom, Carol, also there. John saying I was there yesterday, had a blast. Awesome. Love hearing it.
Thank you, Sis Crusher, for the resub. Mr. Meow Meow Pants with another Prime. Thank you very much. And Tracy Gleave with a Prime. And A-Train started a hype train. I'm not sure how, but you did. Thank you very much.
Texas foosballer, Mr. Meow Meow Pants. Forest of Wires in the stream chat. Make sure you're following him right here on Twitch. Every time I go on Twitch, we're always looking now. It's like, is Forced Wires on? Invisible Man, what is up? Are you ready?
Are you ready for the Monday Mystery Game?
Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, September 1st, 2025, and we are here with yet another Monday Mystery Game. This time, game number 1054 going on the arcade floor. Last week, game number 1053 was none other than Kojiro Okami, released from Nichibitsu back in 1987. Outrageously rare. I've seen a board go for over $5,000.
I love how the kid's riding in the cart.
And what a cool, unique game. Love the art style. Great gameplay to it.
There it is.
A lot of stuff. We didn't see too many people get too far, but immediately following the stream, I started to get messages from people who were like, I cannot believe there was a Lone Wolf and Cub arcade game. We had somebody delivering a game that I'm sure nobody's going to believe that we got. But the driver was like, messaged me, was like, I watched the Monday stream, and one of my favorite mangas from back in the day. Absolutely love it. And then, come in the next day, Fowler, who's working here, is like, look, and he points at his leg, and he's got a Lone Wolf and Cub tattoo. I'm like, when did you get that? He's like, long ago. Love Lone Wolf and Cub, Kojiro Okami. I'm looking for, I have to play all the way through it at some point. It is going to be awesome. So looking forward to seeing everybody else's reaction to it as they get more time on it. Last week, Thursday, the one and only, the talent, GGA Jeremiah was streaming some Thunder Jaws. He hadn't played it before, making some great progress. Really cool game, kind of on that Rolling Thunder kick right now. So excited, this Thursday, the talent will be back playing something. What? Who knows? We'll have to see, but he will be back this Thursday. As always, huge thanks to the talent for putting on a show. Make sure you are following him on YouTube and X, because rumor has it he's going to be giving out some hints as to what he might be playing on Thursday. Maybe. Hopefully this week he'll start that. We had, so many legends of the industry out here. Talking with Jeff Lee this week. Was talking with, who creator of Qbert, lead artist of virtually every Gottlieb game and so many other games. Rich DeVizio was in touch. One of the legends of Mortal Kombat, and played Kano and Baraka and Cabal and Quan Chi. Paul Niemeyer, who had worked on so many great arcade cabinets. He did Satan's Hollow. Satan's Hollow might be my favorite piece of work that Paul did. Midnight Marauders down at Galloping Ghost Pinball. He was out here this weekend. Forgetting somebody, but amazing as always to talk with the legends of the industry. And so fortunate to have those. Oh, Scott Pekulski. Scott, he checked in throughout the week. So Scott worked on Carnival, and he's got some cool stuff coming up. So looking forward to have him out. And we'll do an event with Scott one of these days. We had this weekend, busy weekend. We got to take a trip out to Wisconsin. It was Mimi's birthday, so we were like, where do we go? Let's go to Wisconsin. Okay. and we ended up at the Vintage Vault arcade. We've talked about it many, many times before. Our first time heading out there, and James and his wife, so great to first time being there. So it was quite the experience. And you know, I always bring my monocle with when I'm checking out other arcades. Uday over at Headless Horseman used to joke about that, where he's like, oh yeah, he's pretty critical on stuff. And I gotta tell you, very, very, very impressive. Amazing pinball selection. You could see there's arcades out there where it's kind of like if it's smaller staff, they're worried about what games. They're worried about games breaking down. Vectors, classics, like no shortage of rare stuff. James got that Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. We got one right here. Super awesome. All the monitors just looking beautiful. Spending a lot of time and effort making all those cabinets look great. It's each one he's doing a lot of extra effort, custom side art on a lot of them, and very amazing to see. We had dropped off a pretty rare PCB for him, so we'll see if that makes its way onto the arcade floor. You know, I played their Robotron, which is now kind of my telltale sign of how somebody's Robotron is playing. How much effort are they spending there? Those sticks were perfect. And again, usually, like, Underground Retrocade, I'm always talking so highly of their monitors. This was right up there. Every monitor looking sharp and crisp. Very nice. Definitely cannot recommend that you check out the Vintage Vault out in Wisconsin. And we had, Mimi was playing a bunch of those pins. She's like, oh, you should get this one and this one and this one. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some new pins. Who knows? This week, well, Thursday we'll be streaming here. Wednesday, Waffles and I are going out on quite a trek. We're hitting, I think we have 3 stops to make. Going to, should we say where we're going? Are we saying? So we're picking up a cabinet somewhere. That's a little vague. Then we're going somewhere else to pick up another cabinet. No. We're picking up a replacement cabinet. We'll say that. So you'll see a cabinet upgrade happening soon. Sean and the twins had donated a cabinet, so we're heading out to John Yates's out in the McLean area. John, a phenomenal collector. Amazing stuff. I don't know. We're picking up this donated cabinet. Who knows if we will find anything else there. And then over to Troy Smith's over at Tilt Amusement, where we're getting a Gottlieb cabinet. So you can never have enough Gottlieb cabinets. But then picking up 25-inch monitors. So very excited about that. Every time we do one of these monitor runs, and Troy's helped us out so much. Can't tell you. Follow Tilt Amusements. Because when you need a cabinet, he's like one of my favorite people to go to. Probably the person I've bought the most cabinets from. So Troy is the absolute best to buy from. Pinball, arcade cabinets, he's the go-to. That number of games we picked up from him just keeps going up and up and up. Much like the scores here. Speaking of scores, why don't we summon forth the greatest Mortal Kombat 9 smoke player of all time, is GGA Tommy Waffles. And we can ask him, Tom, how are the scores?
Pretty good. Solid. We need solid and pretty good emotes in the chat. We're going to start off with, what do we got here? I always mix up the order. There's no rhyme or reason as to how I'm doing these. Well, sometimes there is. If it's like a big double Voss worthy score, I'll save it for last.
Is there a double Voss worthy score?
No double Voss, but only Voss. Not just only Voss. Voss is...
Speaking of Voss...
Not sponsored, but would have minded. Anyone from any Voss execs are watching the stream for some odd reason. All right, we're going to go with your former Gamer of the Year, second two-time Gamer of the Year, Andrew Wasco, with a score in Do Run Run, I believe, taking that from Stephen Lucas, maybe, possibly. Mike is low. I'm just a low talker. That might be better. Hello. Next up, what do we got here? We got your newest lifetime member, Kevin Williamson. I think I saw him in the chat earlier with a new score in Mace the Dark Age. Our house Mace the Dark Age player. Mortal Kombat 2, Puyo Puyo. Very, very good stuff, Kevin. Who do we got next? Waiting for that graphic to go away. There we go, trying to time these right. Speaking of former Gamer of the Years, we've got Pete Hahn. Get some Pete Hahn emotes in the chat. There we go. We hear the crowd roaring for him. We got a score in Zero Wing. That is a house high and a new world record in rabbits.
PL in the stream chat.
Whoa! Okay.
What is up, man?
Legend? Thanks for stopping by, man. Your two-time EVO champion for one of my favorite games of all time. PL, two-time. Very, very awesome.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah, speaking of MK9. Next up, what do we got here? We got, speaking of, man, a lot of speaking of today. Former Game of the Year, Jamie Tibbetts, coming at you with a Sengeki Striker score, I believe I am reading that correctly. That is a world record, of course, naturally a house high, so very, very good stuff to Tibbetts. Always good seeing some of the OG Monday Mystery Crew coming on out. And we've got Tracy Gleave from over the pond. I think she's back over there. Made it back home safely. She's got a couple of scores here. We got a score on Black Widow, taking a new house high, and a new world record, naturally a house high in New Zealand story. Very, very good stuff to Tracy. That game is actually insane. A lot of tricks of the trade, a lot of secrets that you have to know to get a good score in it. Hoping for a 1cc soon from maybe Tony. Lifetime member here. We will see. I think there's one more. You can't see behind the camera, but he knows it all. I guess I do save this one for last because I like to see the ridiculous reaction. It's Josh Pitts, JP Pitts, with a score in none other than Power Stone 2. Just up in that, raising that bar. Who can take it from him? No one. Josh says no one. He's standing his ground. He has the high ground. And that's going to be it.
All right. Tom, how was the weekend?
Pretty chill. Pretty solid, just like the scores, just like it always is. I actually was absent for a lot of the weekend. I was holding it down on Saturday evening, which is kind of a chill Saturday. I don't think And Kevin was here. Kevin Williamson. But yeah, was absent yesterday, so shout out to the gentleman holding down the front. Labor Day Sunday. You guys already know what it is. It's pretty busy. You know, your holiday weekend Sundays are always big crowds here at the arcade. So that was good stuff. Yeah, not much to say. I wasn't really here. Obviously, Josh, David, Gene, Ray, Phil Pops holding on the arcade on Saturday morning. Fowler. And I believe that is all. Excited for the trip on Wednesday. It's always fun doing these road trips. Going to Troy's is always a blast.
It's going to be good.
Well, maybe take some pictures this time. I always forget to. I'm always so in the moment. I forget to take pictures. I'm admittedly very horrible at that.
Maybe a stream.
Maybe. Let's start off with pictures for right now.
Sometimes we know, though.
20. Oh, my God. Be careful there. 22 bratwurst. That's about to be me in about 2 hours. Are we ready?
All right. Yeah, let's do it. Your Monday mystery game, number 1,000. Oh, should you check it? Why don't you check it one more time just to be definitely sure. All right. Your Monday mystery game, number 1,054, is none other than Shinryu. Released from Warazashi back in 1997. Great vertical shmup. This one gifted to us from our friend from Ireland. Dr. Spring. Mr. Spring. Travels in from Ireland about once a year. And he brought this with him quite a bit ago. And it's been lurking in the vaults. Can't get enough vertical shmups. We've got a few in the vaults still. 3 weapon choices in this one. The successor to Dio. All right. Who's stepping up first? King stepping up. Shinryu making its debut at T20. Did you play Shinryu at T20?
Yes, I did. This shmup is actually a lot of fun. Did you say it was the successor to Dio, though? I heard that. Wow. I didn't know that because it really had a lot of Dio like feel to it. So I didn't know what to think, but it just reminded me of Dio so much. So I didn't know it was the successor of it at all. Well, is it real? No. But anyway, yeah, I have played this game before. It is very fun. I'm glad it's here now. I almost had Zer's score when I was working on it at T20, so now I'm glad it's here so I can work on it some more.
All right, well, let's see how you do. Rev Runner. Saying I had this on PlayStation. Milestar. It is on the Sega STV hardware. Picking up those medals. Blue is the lightning. It tracks. Hard thing about it is it can be on an enemy when you want it to be somewhere else. That yellow power up, those homing missiles, a center crusher missiles, and then a side helping of homing missiles. Packs a pretty strong punch. Same thing. Sometimes, though, the homing missiles, they're not out when you want them to. You can't fire when you want to because you've already got a volley out. So if something comes in mid-shot, you can kind of be waiting to fire your next set. That big laser firing, powering up. This one, a boss you can really, if you can spend a little time, there's a lot of points. You can get all powered up. Getting all those 5,000 bonuses for the extra speeds. Oh, and did he sneak that extra missile right at the end? 7 missiles in stock. Pretty good. Again, huge thanks to Mr. Spring for donating this for everybody to enjoy. You know, it's funny. I'm looking at this Nintendo cabinet. This cabinet was actually also donated to us. You know, it's so cool, the generosity of people that have made this place work. And you know, it's funny, talking with James over at the Vintage Vault, we brought him that board, and it's seeming like somebody's gifting him a cabinet to get the game up and running on the arcade floor as well. That's one of those things, you never know who's going to be going to your arcade. And we've seen other people just hope to have just such a great community. It's not something you can buy or build into it. It just is one of those things that if it happens, it's an amazing thing. And we are so fortunate to have the community that we have here, and the crazy going around and seeing people in from Florida and people in from when we were out in Wisconsin talking about the place and knowing the place and spreading the word about it. And that's all part of it. The community grows in so many different ways. Sometimes it's somebody coming in and donating a board or a cabinet or just talking about the arcade. It's all such a big part of it. King putting on a show. DJ, what is up? Dubs Club. Joel, you know, it's a bigger picture thing. Back when I collected Transformers, way back in the day, I was not a very social person. I had a lot of social anxieties, even with my friends. The few that I had. If we were playing Transformers, they had to sit outside on the front steps, and I would be behind my door because I did not share my Transformers. When the arcade opened, that all had to change. And I can't tell you how amazing it is to watch people enjoy these games. And it's crazy watching it perpetuate at so many different arcades. I see guys like Jeremy Fox over at Prince Arcades posting his crowd of people on Saturday nights that are there when he closes. I see so many people having fun at Headless Horseman and Underground Retrocade, Star Worlds, and Logan Arcade, and just all the arcades. And it's amazing. So cool to get to go out to a place like the Vintage Vault and see that his community is absolutely amazing over there. Met a handful of people over there. His wife was awesome. He had this guy, Ed, who was there. Ed was awesome. Just such an amazing community. And you can see it in his posts. People talking about, like, wow, you're running a really great place. And I see that in so many of these arcades. The arcade scene used to be so cutthroat. Arcade operators used to, if you were going to another arcade and you weren't loyal to that one place, like, you weren't like hardcore with them. And that's kind of like it's changed so much. Like, even when we opened, it was very, we had some of the older arcades that were like, who are these guys? And now it's so awesome to see everybody looking out for one another, sharing information, and helping grow all their arcades. You see guys like Josh Pitts, JP doing the Bloody Wars tournament. He's going from arcade to arcade. Guys, Arcadia out in McLean, and Boss Battle Games and Galactic Arcadia. There's so many places that all kind of, the one up out in Brisbane, it's who, you know, I was so amazing to hear that they're back open and the Carcade and Geeks Mania. I've been so fortunate to get to talk to so many of these guys. There's many of them before they even open, and just more places that people can go. And again, I can't tell you how amazing it was going to the Vintage Vault, watching happy people as they're playing these games. And that really stems from the guy, whoever's running it. They're making it all happen. Oh no. King putting on a show. Getting a 4-1. Good use of that bomb. Avoiding the Tibbetts tech. I love the art in this game. Lot of little details. Like, look at that netting on that fence down there. Letting you see that there's a whole another layer underneath. You're not seeing a bunch of it, but if it wasn't back there, it would look so much empty. King, what is going on? Oh! King putting on a show, 3,250,270. Impressive. What a great run, man.
Thank you. I told you I wanted to work on this game as soon as it got here, and that's just the beginning, so there's going to be more to come.
Awesome, man. Great run. Who's stepping up next? All right. What is up, man? Have you played Jian Ryu?
Nope, and only know it was at T20, so I never played and never heard of it.
Have you played a shmup before?
Yeah, quite a few. I'm not the greatest at the vertical. I prefer the horizontal variety better.
All right, well, let's see how you do out of the box. You know, I've seen so many people. Vintage Vault made a post saying that we're the largest arcade in the world, and somebody was like, "No, they're not. Fun Spot's the largest arcade in the world. They're Guinness's world record holder," and it's like, come on now. That's not why he's making that post. The people that are defending Fun Spot and being the largest arcade in the world due to square footage need only go to the Guinness record where they say it's the largest arcade because they have 600 and some games. Nobody's talking about square footage. If it's about square footage, if you're not counting the land that the arcade is on, well then the arcade at Disney World's the largest because they have the most square footage. Some place like that is the largest. It's nonsense. It's most games. That's what Guinness counted. Fun Spot, not even the third largest. They might be the third largest, but they've seriously scaled back. Next level is large. I believe Ohio is probably the second largest. Rob Burke's place. Pastime. The funniest thing, and Andrew putting up in the stage 2. The Fun Spot fan base. We've had so many of our guys go out to Fun Spot and they say it's amazing. And I've stood up for them. I've had people say, "Oh, Fun Spot." No, Fun Spot is amazing. Any place that's putting out so many arcade games for people who enjoy, they've been there for a long time. They are absolutely amazing over at Fun Spot. So no disparaging comments against Fun Spot, please. But their fan base rabid to defend them, which is cool. I appreciate that. I've seen some amazing Galloping Ghost arcade people always standing behind us, and I cannot tell you how much more we appreciate that so much. But their defense over square footage is absolutely insane. And you know, there might be a time when we're no longer the largest arcade in the world. That can happen. Somebody was saying that, if we want the Guinness title that bad, we should have Guinness come out. Guinness wants $28,000 to come out. No thanks. Zero interest. It's a number. You just look at the largest number. Yeah, no interest in buying the... See, if you're talking about Fun Spot, you can say the Guinness Book of World Records largest arcade. You can say that. But if you're talking about the largest arcade in the world, you don't need the Guinness name. You can just say it if you got the games. Andrew dropping that level 2, boss. Andrew liking I just saw somebody saying, fun fact about Fun Spot, second floor used in 2 movies. Just the 2? King of Kong. Photon, what is up? Yamcha, St. Andrews in the zone. First time playing it, he's killing it. That level 3 boss. So many bullets. Andrew putting that bomb out, but putting it back out of reach to where it wasn't doing damage. Getting those hits in. Threading the needle. Oh, he's hurting. Not the best weapon for this boss, but Andrew making it work. Takes him down. For those just joining us, today's Monday Mystery Game, game number 1054, here at the largest arcade in the world. The largest arcade of all time. The Galloping Ghost Arcade. Your Monday Mystery Game is Xian Ryu. Released from Warashi back in 1997 on the Sega STV Titan hardware. This is going to be interesting. Andrew creeping up on where King was. But definitely about a million shy on the points still. King getting some of those early first round points. Those adding up. I don't know. He's making ground though. Maybe not that far behind. This is where you see it. An out of the box score from Andrew. He's never played this before. Keeping that path clear in front of him. Going with the red shot. About 8 million shy. 800,000. Andrew doing everything. Correcting my math. Fighting the fourth level boss. He's doing it all. The Jets. Taking the risk. Oh, threading the needle. Oh, doing so good. Getting further than King on his first playthrough. Andrew. Shots fired on King. So, you liking this one?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It reminds Dio. I think it reminds me a little of that one. It's a few of these, but it's pretty good. It's a little bit of a wrist breaker, a little bit. And the wrist is feeling it a little bit, but it's a fun game. I like it. I got to learn how the scoring works, because if I've gotten further than King, I should have had at least a more comparable score or a better score. So I have to learn that, but I'll be back on this. I like it. It's a good game.
All right. Who's that? King stepping back up. Oh, no. You can wipe it down if you want. So much attention to detail with every character. Like, even there, that statue in the background didn't have to be there. Good use of oh. Had to bomb there.
Chris, if I bring 2 mil, we're going
Sticking with the lightning. Four bombs on hand. Some damage with the bomb. Out of bombs now. Oh, does he have one more? He does have one more. Thread the needle. Got it. Big points going in. Trying to beat 3.2 million. 400,000 away. One bomb on hand. That could help him out a lot. Still about creeping up on 3 million. Breaking 3 million, 250,000 shy of his best score. $150,000 away. Oh. Bombing through, getting his top score. 3,467,310. Excellent score. Getting a 4-6. Getting about a little bit. I think Andrew did more damage on it. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We're going to send you over to Marty.Zone, streaming some Laserdisc games. Don't know who he is, but tell him we say hello. Tell him what you've seen here. Hope everybody enjoyed Shanryu, released from Warashi back in 1997. Again, huge thanks, Miss Spring, for donating the cartridge. Huge thanks for Waffles for setting up the stream and getting the show going. Thanks to all of you for joining us today. Jolt, Hater Shack, Tracy, Milestar. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody that made it out to the actual show. We will be back on Thursday with the Talent GGA Jeremiah. Again, make sure you're following him on X and YouTube. And until then, thanks everybody for the stock night from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Casey Spoon, Fozzie, Elser, Tracy, Pan, thank you so much. See you next time.